I'm going to show you everything you need to know about duplicating any item, any schematic, any plan you want in Modern Warfare Zombies. Not only so you can get them yourself and keep them, but so that you can share them with your friends and your squad. A complete guide from start to finish, from beginners all the way to advanced. You'll know what you're doing. And this is post-patch, so everything I'm showing you I've been doing today, and it still works. Check it out. So to set up a tombstone from scratch, I recommend a couple things. The first is to have an operator that already has a backpack, and then have a second operator that already has a backpack. What you're going to do is once you set up your tombstone and die, you're going to lose all of this stuff, so you'll be back at scratch for that operator, but then you come in with your other operator with the backpack on to then go collect all your items, duplicate, etc. But the primary purpose of the tombstone glitch is to duplicate your own items. So for me, I'm thinking, what do I want to use continuously? So that's a pretty good setup here. And then if you wanted to, you could do a wonder weapon or whatever else you want. Elder sigils, you can duplicate those, which is convenient as well. So I'm going to bring in one tombstone as well. And then I'll have to go and buy the backpack in there. Now, you can do this with only 5 items and no backpack. That works the same. But then you're only able to duplicate 5 items at a time instead of all of your items at a time. So let me take you in and show you what we're going to do. So once you're here, again, you don't have any money. We have the backpack. We have all items we want to duplicate, but we need to get a second backpack. To get a backpack, all you need is 10,000 essence. Take that to a tier 3 buy station. You can buy a backpack. Now, you might get lucky too as you're running contracts, but just run deliver cargo contracts. I mean, if you're comfortable with it, just go straight to tier 3 and run those cargo contracts. You're going to get 5,000 essence instead of 2,000, and you'll get better rewards in tier 3. If you want to know how to do that, check my video up here. I did a full guide on how to solo Act 3 even without guns. It's totally doable. You just got to learn a couple simple tricks. Dang, y'all got smoked. Get some. All right, so we'll just run a few of these. We'll skip through all these. All right, see if we get anything nice here. Self-revival, take it. But so just like that, we already got 2,000 essence. There we go. Now we got a tier 2 contract, even better. So now you're going to get 3,000 instead of 2,000. Oh, look at that. Are you kidding me? We just found a large backpack. That is some streamer luck right there. So we already found a backpack, so we're actually set at this point. We just need to buy a tombstone. Another backpack. That's insane. We'll put that on our weapon because that's helpful. That's some serious streamer loot right there. Another one. And then if you want to store up essence in your tombstone, which isn't a bad idea, but it's not necessary, just keep running contracts and you'll add that money up quick. Also, if you get in a squad, so if you get in a squad of 3 and run contracts, all of you get that contract money. So if you run a tier 3 contract with 3 people, you're getting 15,000 essence. And so then everyone can give you their money, and pretty soon you could stack up 40, 50, 60, 70,000 easily in one round of zombies and then build your tombstone from there. So that way, every time you go to your tombstone, not only do you get all the items, but you also have 70,000 essence. Let me show you how to get into tier 3 real quick. This one's actually the easiest. So if you run into this buy station, go grab a boat right here. Pull in. Look at that. There's a rope right here. You got your decoy grenades like I always tell you to bring in. Pop up. Buy station right there. Literally the easiest buy station in tier 3. Just pick it up. Buy your backpack. Make sure it's stored in your items. And that's it. You've done it. So now I'm going to go back by the Act 4 portal. The Act 4 portal is just south of the big storm. This is the Act 4 portal where you actually leave. So we already have one tombstone on us. But we don't want to drink this one because I want to leave that in my inventory so I can also duplicate tombstones. And then we're going to go to Der Wonderfizz up here and get another tombstone. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw it this way. Get them running away from me. The further away, the better. Drink one tombstone like that. You can also get the tombstone in tier 1. There you go, tombstone. So yeah, you can always find a tombstone in tier 1 in the map. It just takes longer. So again, if you're afraid of running to tier 3, first of all, use my videos so you're not afraid of running tier 3. Secondly, you can just go to tier 1 and get it. It's always going to move locations a little, but it'll be somewhere in that tier 1 area. All right, now after you've grinded a bunch, have a bunch of essence. If you want to, again, essence is not necessary. For duplicating items, just duplicate items. I do think having the extra backpack and the tombstone soda is very helpful, so you can equip all your characters with it. Now you're going to want to die out. You can die as close as you want to the Act 4 portal. I like going a little bit out of the way, like over here. because there's just less people over here. It's just out of the way enough that it makes it convenient. So now we have all these items to duplicate. We have a large backpack. We got Tombstone soda, everything. And you don't have to have a large backpack. You don't have Tombstone soda. You can change these items if you want to. We also have a ton of essence, but if you don't have essence, it'll still work just the same. If you have a self-reviver or any of that, just let it bleed out. No problem. Let it go. There you go. And just let the time run out. It'll say eliminated. That's perfect. You now have set up your tombstone to duplicate, but you haven't actually duplicated anything yet. So re-equip your decoys, re-equip your throwing off. Now, the nice part about that is you can bring in another operator, but if you already put a backpack in your tombstone, you can now equip all your other operators with backpacks. So I'm going to bring in my operator without a backpack. Go right back in, and this is where you actually begin to duplicate things. All right, so now I've come in with an operator with nothing, no backpack, no plates, anything. So we're just going to go straight to your location, go pick it up. Because you have this spot to use, you're going to look for a boat, and then you just need a vehicle. So we can take this vehicle. We'll take that vehicle to the boat and then fly down there, and then we'll start duplicating. We're just going to hop out here because this car's dumb. Never seen a riot shield in game. All right, got our boat now. Head down to Tombstone right next to Act 4. So remember, we brought these items into the game. So the first time you duplicate them, you exfil, you're actually just getting your items back. The second time you come back, now you're duplicating. Then third time, fourth time, fifth time, etc. And it seems like the more often you use your tombstone, it tends to stay there more. Over time, it's going to glitch out and disappear. And that's okay. You just build another one. So what you're going to do, there's no zombies here. So we're going to take the backpack first, put it on. Take everything out there. Make sure to not equip it. And then you just leave. So now all those items are in our stash. And we leave. So activate the portal. Vote yes. It's triangle or Y on Xbox. Now we have decoys, so we're just going to throw one of those to get these guys off our back. Might as well kill him because we can. There you go. And they're going to Alt F4 on the black screen. Doink. Just like that. The second clip is from one of my subscribers, Justin, and his gamer tag is Maraxis California, Maraxis CA. But here's the timing for Xbox. Home button here. Then you go down to Call of Duty and quit application. Similar on PlayStation as well. Just like that, you can see all our items are still here. Now what you're going to do, if I try to unequip them, I'm above 10 items in my stash. It says 16, I actually have like 200. You're actually going to swap instead of store. Swap them for either purchased or rewards, like brain rot, doesn't matter what. And then with anything that's purchased or rewards, you can unequip those and it won't destroy them. It'll go back to the purchases or back to the rewards. And so just do that with all of them. Swap out with any reward or any purchased. And this is how you get above the max stash level of 10, which 10 is ridiculous. They need to boost that up to like 40 or 50, honestly, to encourage people to grind and not cheat like we're doing. There you go. So now we have 205. And that's what my stash looks like. It's a lot of good stuff. You can duplicate Elder Sigils. You can duplicate Wonder Weapon cases. Anything you want. So now we'll just go back and run it again. So that actually just put it back in our inventory. Now when we run it a second time, now we're actually duplicating. Third time, now we're duplicating. So I'm going to run it one more time and show you something. So right now, again, we have a large backpack because we just got that. I'm going to show you, because we have essence in our tombstone, how to actually fully equip your operator and duplicate at the same time. So currently our operator, we have nothing. So let me go to Abolisher. Since we got a backpack and a self-revive now, we'll take him in just to duplicate again. This is why it's so valuable to have a large backpack. All right, so if your operator doesn't have anything, but you do have essence in your tombstone, here's what you do. You're going to go to your tombstone. Little turds. Y'all being punks, you know that? All right, you're going to go to tombstone, equip your backpack, pick up everything like you normally would. You little turds, stop it. Stop it. Pick it all up. Now, instead of going straight out the exfil, which is not what you want to do, we're going to go into tier 3 and use our 70,000 essence that we have acquired to go build up a nice little setup. So then this operator will also be pretty loaded. You don't have to kill these guys. I'm just mad at these guys for interrupting me. Try to keep that poor little armor plate. Now I have 2 decoys that we got to use strategically here. If you use them too soon, you're going to lose them. There we go. There's our rope. Yoink. We just got to get up on top. It's actually kind of an inconvenient buy station for sure. So once you get close to the buy station, you're going to chuck your decoy, but chuck it far away from the buy station. Now you can buy a rucksack, gas mask, self-revive, armor plate, juggernaut. Boom. You now have everything you need on your character. So just like that, you use that essence. And we just spent, what, 40,000 essence roughly? Not quite. A little over 30. But now your character is completely kitted, ready to rock. And so next time if I want to duplicate items and I want to equip my character, I can just bring in my other character with nothing and fully deck them out. And then just leave through Act 4. But typically if you're going to trying to duplicate items, just grab your items, Act 4 portal, black screen, Alt F4. Grab your items, just run that over and over again. So this is our second time running it. So the first time we were just putting it back in our inventory. Now we're actually taking it out. But now we also have a kitted operator because we had essence. So if you had even like 40,000 essence, you could still do the same thing. A tip you can do. And now it's great because now all these items are just going to be sitting in my stuff waiting. You can bring a backpack out and it'll actually show you can actually store it. But when you bring it back in, it'll disappear. So there's no reason to carry a backpack with you. Wait for the black screen on PC, Alt F4. Knives back on there. The other thing you can run too is while you're doing the duplicating, if you run your ether blade, like run an ether blade case, if you're doing that Alt F4 to get out on the black screen, your ether blade will actually stay here and you can use that permanently. That's very helpful when you're duplicating or helping others duplicate to always have an ether blade on you. It's another little glitch that works specifically with the ether blade. Now let's talk about stash. I have 212 right now in my stash. The number seems to be about 225 before you start having issues. So I'd recommend getting rid of your low-level stuff if you're around this time. Let me teach you how to swap out a tombstone. So if you already have a tombstone established, how do you then switch items out and create another tombstone? I've heard a lot of people saying that it can't work, it doesn't work, you have to die and get rid of your tombstone, then come back. You can. I've done it a ton of times. So let's put in some other stuff. Let's say I want to duplicate a bunch of wonder weapons. So we're going to take the VR, we're going to take the Wonder Waff. It's maybe an Elder Sigil. And then, so we'll do all of ours, all of the Wonder Weapons, an Elder Sigil. Then we can do a Gold Ether Tool from the tombstone that's currently there. And 2 Flawless Therium Crystals or something like that. 2 Gold Ether Tools and Flawless Therium. Or Dog Bone, etc. All right, so let's take that in. Now, the big thing you do want to bring in, an extra tombstone. The reason is, we already have a tombstone soda in our tombstone, but by bringing in a second one, we can drink one immediately, go to the tombstone, switch the items out we want, die, set up another tombstone, we're good. Now you have all your items that you want to now set up in a new tombstone. I'm going to drink this tombstone first because I have a second one sitting in my tombstone. So now we have the perk, but we also have the can ready to go. And then you're just going to find a vehicle and head on in. So we're going to go to our tombstone. When we touch it, it's going to give us the 70,000 essence that's chilling in there. Then we got it emptied out completely though. So we're going to grab both of these and this right now because we don't need all of them. I'm going to take one, pack a punch 3 that just because we can, because we're going to have an extra. And then let's drop these weapons here. In the ether case. Grab everything outside. Remember, you got to make sure the tombstone is destroyed. If the tombstone's not destroyed, you're in trouble. Let's rearrange these a little bit. Backpack, tombstone, and then all the wonder weapons. We've already broken our original tombstone, so now we can let ourselves die. And just like that, you have reset your tombstone. So now we just changed what was in our tombstone. We still have our tombstone soda can to duplicate and to use. Still have our large backpack to bring back with other operators. And we still have the 70,000 essence. There you go. You now have just taken your original tombstone, switched the items in it, but still kept the tombstone soda and the large backpack. And now you can duplicate the next items that you want to duplicate. So remember, the primary purpose of the tombstone is to duplicate items for yourself. The secondary is what I'm showing you, how you can get schematics and then share schematics with friends and help them unlock things really quickly without having to grind for a long time. But it's really fun to grind. Honestly, schematics aren't that hard. If you're trying to grind for schematics, just join my Discord down in the comments below. Go into find a squad for zombies and go with some great people that actually know what they're doing. Or watch my videos. It's really not too hard. You just got to put some time into it. So there's really 2 ways to get schematics into tombstones. The first way is to earn them yourself. That's to actually play the game, find schematics, drink a tombstone, and die with those schematics still in your bag. Then you can do what I'm about to show you with my buddy Dave on how to give them away and help them to set up tombstone to spread those schematics. This also works in the Dark Ether. So if you drink a Tombstone before you go into Dark Ether Rift, doesn't matter if it's Act 4, Tier 4, Tier 5, if you die in the Ether, your backpack and your Tombstone will actually appear in the northeast corner of the graveyard. So if you drink a Tombstone, go to Tier 5, get the classified schematics, instead of exfil, actually allow yourself to die, you've now brought all those classified schematics to your Tombstone at the graveyard. The same technique applies to defeating the Red Worm Easter egg and getting those schematics. Now I'm going to show you the easy way, and that is to find somebody that already has the schematics in their Tombstone, exfil with them to unlock crafting, and then come back and set up your own Tombstone with those same schematics so you can share it with your friends or share it in our Discord like we've done with over 1,000 people. So what we're going to do here, he has no backpack or anything. I don't either because I bought my new character. We're going to do a couple things here. It's going to be a little tricky since I don't have a backpack. But we're just trying to get him the schematics and all these goodies inside. So let's grab our backpack first. I'm going to drop him the backpack and then drop him all the schematics to take out that you have. If you have more schematics, it's the same exact process. I'll drop you all those. And just, yeah, don't equip them. Good? Would you equip it? That's okay. But now you have the schematics, right?
Yes.
Okay, so first time, follow me. We now need to exfil him normally. That's actually going to unlock the schematics. I've seen that one yet. All right, so once the helicopter arrives, if the whole team jumps on the helicopter, the countdown will go fast. So you see it just jumped to 4. Now we can get out of here, make sure our buddy's safe. Leave a little energy grenade for him in case anybody wants to get clever. All right, so now he's going to exfil successfully. We're going to go back to our Act 4 portal and leave. And then we're going to meet him back in the lobby. So now we can set him up with his own Tombstone with schematics and essence and all that stuff. So I'm just going back to Act 4 portal, which is not on my map. What the heck? I've never not seen it on the map. Well, maybe we discovered a new glitch. I bet you it'll still be here. Nope. No, did they remove it? That's probably glitched. Well, if they do officially remove that, we have more ways. I actually just thought of another thing we could do as well. If they want to get cray-cray. Alright, so we'll have to do it the old school way. Leave through the Act 1 exfil. Well, let me know. Have you guys ever seen the Act 4 portal not appear? I've already beaten the mission. It's actually physically not there. Interesting. Excuse me. I'm busy. Oh, this guy just fell into the ground. Oh, poor little soul. Oh, he fell under the ground. What? Well, that zombie just glitched out of the map. I hope he's okay. Bye, Fred. All right, so this is just about keeping our Tombstone because we gave Dave all the items. Yeah, no problem if we are. There you go. So then right in the black screen, Alt F4, or if you're on PlayStation or Xbox, hit that home button and go to the game, or exit application. Now you're going to go back in with the same person to help them actually set up a Tombstone so they can have all the same amount of essence, all the same items, as well as the schematics that they can now share with others and do the exact same thing. In our Discord, I share with somebody and then set them up with Tombstones. I go share with 2 or 3 people. They all get their own Tombstones set up, and then they go share with 2 or 3 people. We've had like over 1,000 people in our Discord getting schematics just because people have been generous with their time. It's pretty amazing. Love it. Let's have a great community. Join our Discord if you haven't. I'll put a link in the description down below. Also for squadding up. Please squad up. We got tons of people squadding up now, which is awesome. Doesn't matter your skill level either. Already set, we have a second big boy backpack in there. That's for him to keep. We also have a Tombstone in there. That's for him to keep, not to drink. So then either have them bring in a Tombstone or make sure you have an extra Tombstone. Like so. You can always go just do one contract and buy it. But I'm just going to bring one Tombstone in for Dave. And so he's going to drink the Tombstone I give him. So then when other people come, they can come in and get a free backpack and a Tombstone on the spot. And so they can literally just go with him, get every one of the items, and then bleed out right there. And now they have their Tombstone. It saves you a lot of time of having to run around doing contracts and going to find Tombstones every single time for every single person. But it's always better to bring the second Tombstone. One to drink, and then one for them to keep from the Tombstone. Yeah, also, if you're coming in to set up a Tombstone, keep in mind you are going to die. Therefore, you will lose your gun. So I recommend not bringing an insured weapon. If you do, it's not a big deal. It takes an hour to come back, and even less if you actually complete missions. All right, so now he's unlocked the schematics. Now we're taking him back in to set up his own tombstone so he can share them with others. Oop, there we go. All right, so what we're going to do, can drop this tombstone. I'm going to pick up all of these, including the backpack. Now, he's already got a backpack from last round. You can drink that tombstone. Stop it. Get some help. Stop it. Stop it. That's why you have throwing knives, chat. It's so easy. Use throwing knives. So now, here's the schematics, and here's everything else. Make sure you don't equip those. You don't need the self-revive. I guess you can take the self-revive if you want. So make sure you pick it all up. Don't use it. So now he's already unlocked those schematics. Now he's putting them all in his own inventory. You don't need the self-revive, but it is helpful. Elder key is nice because he can duplicate that as well. Get the Elder Sigil. All right, so you have everything, and you drink your tombstone, correct? Oh, essence. Big stacks of essence. I don't have a ton, but I got 70,000, which is nice. Make that 69,000. Classy. So he's going to let himself die. And remember, I am the leader on this round. So we're going to let him die completely out, and then he can leave the match. So he'll now have that 70,000 essence. He'll now have all the schematics that he can give to friends and then help them set up their own tombstone just like we did. And then you obviously don't want to revive him. So once he's died out, he should be spectating me. Is that right, Dave?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so now he can leave the game. You leave the game to set up your tombstone normally. You close the game to glitch the tombstone to use it again. There we go. Just wait for that. Black screen and quit. So that is literally everything you need to know about Tombstone midway through Season 1. It's not been patched. It still works great. You can do it on PlayStation, Xbox, or PC. You can collect your own schematics, or you can have friends share their schematics with you so you can share them with others and unlock them. There's really no end to this. Also, use that to duplicate your own weapon. So now if I want to go in fully kitted, if you want it, you got it. Bring in a gold. Who cares, right? All this kind of stuff. It's great. As always, like and subscribe. Turn on those notifications for more Modern Warfare Zombies as well as Warzone trolling content. And make sure to share this video with a friend who would appreciate it. All right? I'll see you guys live on YouTube. Bye.